Hello, my name's Josh Barnett. Once again, this is week 5 with our chemistry course. We are doing the experiment in this lab with the taking 10 pennies, salt, and vinegar mixture. And when you put the pennies into the mixture, they clean them. And so we have a few things set up to see here in a minute, but what gets on the dirty pennies is what is called copper oxide. And once you mix the salt and vinegar together, the vinegar it's a weak acid, and then you have the salt mixture. And once those two go together, then they react to clean the copper oxide off the pennies. So in this reaction, they come together. I've actually tried it with just like salt water and the vinegar by itself. It don't work. And I've also tried it with orange juice and lemon juice, which is something I've seen online, and that did seem to work. So you just need a weak acid to mix with the salt, and it'll clean those pennies. And due to the oxygen and the chlorine mixing, that's what makes it easier for them to clean. So, but always, even around the house, we clean sometimes with lemon juice or orange juice, and my mom always used vinegar to clean stuff, and I guess now I can see why, because that helps break down some of the dirty things that might get on stuff. But another thing that happens once those pennies are clean, what you can do is lay them out on a paper towel, and the longer you leave them lay there, they start to get like a blue-green, and that's something which I read about. It's called malachite, and the reason that happens, like I said, that's where I was talking about the oxygen mixing with they can reach the pennies easier and form that malachite. So once it's clean, so that copper oxide kind of helps keep that off of them. And I've actually seen pennies laying around before that blue-green color. I never did know what it was, but I guess that's what it is. I have a few pennies laying out here for us to see. I have the mixture there, and those pennies been in there about probably 30 minutes, and you can see the ones starting to become clean and some bubbles coming up. But some of the stains on pennies, if it's not like the copper oxide stain, you'll notice that sometimes it don't always break those down as easy. But I notice if you leave them in there long enough, they will start to break those down. So the table salt and the weak acid, like vinegar, or lemon juice, orange juice, any of those will take that copper oxide off. And I have a few pennies laying out here. The one to the far left, it's not ever been in the mixture, and you can see it's still dirty, still has the black spots. The one in the middle, I left in the mixture for about an hour, and it's clean, but it's still got a little bit of dinge to it. And then the penny on the far right it was in there for hour and a half, 2 hours. So it's pretty much looks brand new. So that's just kind of, it's one of those things, the longer you leave it in there, the more time, the more it breaks down the copper oxide. It's just a slow process, but it will clean stuff. So that's pretty much our experiment for this week, and we're looking forward to next week. Thank you.